Ma'am, you show registered as Nicole Golden, Executive Director of the Texas Gun Sense, and you show against registered bills. That's correct?
Yes, correct. Thank
All
you,
right.
Chairman.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Yes, good morning, Chairman and members. My name is Nicole Golden. I'm the Executive Director of Texas Gun Sense. We respectfully oppose SB 1362 and do wish to demonstrate that extreme risk protection orders, or ERPOs, are effective, safe, and legal. ERPOs balance robust due process procedural safeguards with timely intervention to prevent harm. By authorizing the temporary removal of firearms and prohibiting individuals from purchasing or possessing firearms while the order is in effect, ERPOs provide a critical opportunity to prevent mass shootings, homicides, and suicides. The bill itself defines ERPOs as having the primary purpose of reducing firearm death or injury. And with more than 4,000 Texas gun deaths a year, this is something we should be doing more of, not less. There's evidence that ERPOs have averted tragedies around the country. One case in Florida, which has actually issued the largest number of orders since passing the measure after the Parkland shooting, involved a 30-year-old highly intoxicated subject in crisis who armed himself with an AR-15 and chased a group of students. That subject was served an ERPO and a year later had turned his life around. The ERPO expired and the subject had no further contact with law enforcement. ERPOs from other states are specifically drafted with preservation of due process and have not been found unconstitutional on those grounds. Michigan, for example, establishes criminal penalties for petitioners who knowingly and intentionally make a false statement to the court, and no petitioner has been charged with this offense at this time. As far as I'm aware, the courts have not found ERPOs violate the right to bear arms or the right to free speech. The only case that did, RM versus CM, was reversed. Further, the Supreme Court said last summer that it does not violate the Second Amendment to deprive someone of firearms if they pose a credible threat to others. Let me be clear, the bill appears to us to say that not only will Texas not be adopting its own ERPO, but even when a judge reviews all evidence from in another state and determines that a person is an immediate danger to self or others, we will prohibit and even punish entities who seek to enforce that ERPO here. So I'm having a hard time understanding how we might justify allowing a tragedy to happen knowing that we could have prevented it in our state. In conclusion, I just want to say a recent survey indicates that 88% of Texans, including 81% of Republicans, support ERPOs. Simply put, this bill is out of step, and I really thank you for your time today.
Thank you. Members' questions? Representative Little.
Thank you, Chairman. Nicole, you heard Kimberly's story earlier. She goes to the VA, says some things they don't like, and then a panel of people, without a hearing, issue an ERPO that can take her guns away. Is that right?
I don't know her case, and I've reviewed other cases and have not seen that documented.
So you would agree with me that that should never happen?
I don't know the specifics of her case, so I can't comment. I'm sorry for the tragedies that she's been through and the struggles that she expressed.
No, I'm just wondering, as a legal principle, we don't allow bureaucrats behind closed doors without a hearing to take other people's guns away in the United States of America, do we? We don't do that, right?
Yes. We've reviewed ERPOs and consulted with experts around the country, and as our understanding is there are protections built in. I don't know the specifics of her case.
Thank you.
Representative Bowers.
I just want to say thank you to Ms. Golden for your comments, and I just want us to remember that it should be about public safety, right, and safety of human beings. And I know that this issue can be really divisive, but we have to put life over our personal possessions and consider that as, I would hope, more heavily weighted.
Thank you, Representative.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.